大家好，我是来自逢甲建筑系3年级的黄总，然后接下来我开始我的简报。The current runway is the solution of regeneration of Taichung Sports Central District based on local industrial renewal. I started by emphasizing the lifespan development and important historic events of this district. And I start to observe the objects and events in the neighborhood, which include celebration, advancing science, and the innovation module, vacancy, rate, and function and landmark. So I noticed a variety of industry that still exists in this district. I document these industries profiling by working and found the popularity of every industry here. So I start to think about the relationship between February and architecture. For people, February may be clothes. For architecture, it could may be skin, surface, or a new material. And according to Convenus in these four cities, every city has its own personality, desires, births, and deaths. Therefore, I intend to create February-related activities. I learned from the town of Sisa in China that dyeing process could be manipulated to my project. Here is the timeline of the process. I want to let people know the local attitude to life and the favorite color selected by time and color. And I choose bamboo as a major material to construct the space of fabric dyeing. Here are different components of the building. An entrance system provides fabric shield, people and equipment intervention, and then the landscape change over time. Concept. Cleaning is the most important aspect of fabric dyeing, and the process of cleaning has been transformed into a special syntax and a series of fabric physical models. Then here is a series of threads of initial configuration. Then the special organization involved according to four factors: wind, sunlight, drying, and humidity. So the body was rotated by 45 degrees to enhance the accuracy of fabric dyeing. Then create a nimble pathway with a lot of semi-open spaces for tourists to experience and explore the whole fabric dyeing process and related activities. Then here is the circulation of the current way. On the first floor is textile fabrication. This floor on the second floor. Exhibition and catwalk on the third floor. I intend to create an elevation system with local textures, which will change over time. The section shows the three main areas for textile fabrication, pen system, and exhibition. And the pen system provides a space for flea market and vendors and the people to gather. Here is the detail of the truck system. Then there are three main spaces of the current way: path of light, symbolic public area, and interweaving platforms. And next, future development. Here is the relationship between time, people, landscape, and environment. People innovation, then people feel sunlight and wind. People's perception, color and cognitive. Architecture and culture change over time. And paths of events or activities happen during different times. camera will cultural landscape which reflects the peaceful human input activity landscape in the Taichung Central District。再来是我的模型，然后我的模型主要是借由看不见去做再生文本，然后在这个城市中，这个 program 是属于一个动态展示馆，然后一个属于文化地景，人不时间所构成的一个文化地景，它是随着时间、节气还有等很多看不见的元素所构成，然后它是一个不断改变的有机体，然后到30年后会有一个我梦想中30年后会有一个有关部的一座中区城市，然后这是我的概念模型与发展模型。这本来原本它现在没电了，还有本是会动，然后这个也是可以动的。这个是一个帐篷系统，下面可以容纳很多人。我为什么会选南极？就是因为它因为文化地景的定义有很多，然后它包含元素也很多，有很多看不见、看得见的元素所构成。所以我所做的文化地景跟其他人所做的地景的定义是不太相同。它地景是由人、时间、物、节气所构成的，所以它最后演变的最后我梦想中那4个节气不同的样貌就会呈现。然后这是一个动态展示馆，人造交错混杂的皮绳，然后平台还有路径，彼此可以看到彼此的状态，还有它的整个 landscape， 还有人跟人的状态，观光客到里面的人的感知到风、树影、光影、人，还有认知对物的本质的认知。
先ほどと、実はうまいけども下手に見せるっていうのが日本で下手馬っていうんですが、彼の作品がまさに下手馬じゃないかと。いや、どうかな。
刚刚那个李教授有说，有时候其实你很厉害，然后故意表现的有点拙这样，就是他觉得这个作品就有那个味道。
だから下手に見せようと思った時にちょっと彼は下手すぎてちょっと失敗したんじゃないかなと。
但是可能稍微做的太拙了一点，就是那个味道反而跑掉了。
いやでも実は彼はすごくうまいと思います。
但是其实他还是觉得就是整个操作是非常的熟练。
Coincidentally, the 3 people, the first presenter, and you, and you, from the same university, no?
他说第一位同学还有这位女同学，他们应该是同班同学。
Honshu University. This presentation is so perfect. So, but it's very difficult for me to evaluate which is better and which is and then, well, I'm just joking, but everything is perfect, you know. But I'm still, collage or just editing all the images into architecture space is what your intention, right?
你的建筑并没有很明确的一个什么机能，而且你告诉我们也是有染布，然后去拼贴好，所以基本上你这个案子可以说极端一点，就是一种建筑元素的拼贴跟操作，是不是这样？
些功能在这个里面？哪些功能使用的功能在这里面？有哪些用途？
用途就是我希望吸引观光客来这边，然后经由这些两幅画，然后产生一个文化地景，所以它就会吸引很多观光客来中区。然后我是希望借由新产生的这个活动节点，可以影响到周围的区域，然后到整个30年后会有一个有机城市，然后它是一个有关谱。因为在看不见的城市中描述许多迷人的城市，但我相信在中区也是一个美好的城市之一。但是它现在已经没落，我试图去复苏它，然后让它变得有点超现实。
建议就是这里面就是一样在推观光的产业的连结面，因为空间的使用，然后这空间的使用，
因为我希望它是减少破坏，南部从一个最小的木头就可以开始了，所以我们最小的机能，然后最小的破坏，然后造成是吸引更多观光客，就是以最小的破坏，因为很多在20世纪中，它是很多建筑破坏原本城市的样貌，所以我希望它是一个具有城市纹理，但是又不破坏它的样貌，但是又是充满人文地景的一个活动节点。
Long time ago, in Japan, in my student time, Waseda University is like your school. All the competitions, Waseda won first prize, second prize, third prize, fourth prize. Because their presentation is incredibly high quality. But no important architect came out. So, because the presentation is too good. Rendering. Yeah, and power. And then very high pressure for students. Very competitive. So once they get out of architecture, they really hate architecture. So recently they changing their educational direction. So I think much will change. I mean, I'm sorry to say that by just guessing that can impolite things for your school, but probably very competitive and very high quality of the presentation. But your next step is probably, I think it's only, I recommend you to take different approaches. So, because presentation is too good. So, yeah, maybe it's like a soccer player, very famous, like this World Cup. So if one team have a very famous player, this team will lose. Right? That's right.
That was exactly the case. No? Yes. 那个，如果你拿掉所有会动的东西，如果你把 Photoshop 这些东西都拿掉，我只看到你的手很好，我只看到纯粹的线图。在这线图里面，我可以清楚的看到你的剖面，可以看到你的立面，只要一下子就好。那也许你就可以真正面对你的建筑在做什么。现在比较麻烦的就是说，这里面有太多的画中术，包括言语、文化地景、节点、文本，那个是你老师教你，还是你自己？你什么时候讲的这样的话？你知道那是什么意思吗？那是1980年代受教育的我们，在整个后结构主义符号学的影响底下，全部都是这样在谈事情。如果拿掉这些文字，拿掉这些图，先不管学校要你做什么，先不管外面这个 Archidaily 上面画图什么， 话，你怎么样？那如果那些都有，这些都有，那真的很了不起。但是我们有的时候希望看到的是一个人的真正的潜力，而不是他现在在这个社会里面，他可以跟着那个做到。不过其实他也不是很当代，他很1980啊，草莓。How many no longer work on it something like that? It was 1980 science. 然后加上1980的这个 Harvard Columbia, it's about text. It's about all these things.
So it's a very good point. Look all these sketches, or Lucan sketches, which is not very good at doing sketches. But always we can recognize that it's like a no matter what kind of career for example, we can tell, well, that's by him, that's by her. So although it's not very good at doing a career, so but have such talent, probably I think that it's not on choice. So I think if you can develop those individual or originality, then combine together with those technique, that would